And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
Slamovich dethrones the juggernaut! Masha Slamovich is the TNA Knockout World Champion!
See, what we do in the flavor division, we play a little dirty, and I will walk out a two-time knockout champion.
Moose is the X Division champion!
I'm gonna go down as the greatest X Division champion.
Moose Kushida, the X Division championship at Final Resolution!
The system is a dynasty, the most dominant dynasty in professional wrestling history.
This is personal between the Hardys and the system.
The TNA World Tag Team Championships in a tables match!
Before the hour, we must resolve conflicts to move forward.
I am a fighting champion for TNA. I'm not just fighting for the locker room, I'm fighting for the fans who want a fighting champion.
I haven't tried to defend the title one time against the one man that can knock you down with one hand.
Final resolution, it's going to be AJ Francini, Nic Nemeth for the TNA World Title.
Who will close out 2024 as the TNA World Champion?
We will not suffer. We will not fear. We will not tarnish what we have built. The beginning is near.
Before a new beginning, we end one of the biggest years in the history of TNA in style. Tonight, we are live in Atlanta, Georgia, and for the 7th consecutive time, we are sold out for a TNA live event this year. From the famed center stage, TNA Wrestling is proud to present Final Resolution.
And we kick things off with the signature title on the line of TNA Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest set for one fall, and it is for the TNA X Division Championship. Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, Time Splitter Kushida.
They say in time, everything comes back around. Well, Kushida has opened and closed 2024 now by challenging for the X Division Championship. He did so at Hard to Kill in Las Vegas back in January, and now he does so tonight at Final Resolution, sold out in Atlanta, Georgia.
Question is, can he leave Atlanta with the X Division title? Ain't no doubt about it, though. This man will give him one hell of a time.
His opponent, representing the system, he is the reigning and defending TNA X Division Champion, Moose!
Now, Moose has claimed that he is out to add prestige to the X Division Championship, and he certainly did so emphatically, taking the championship from Speedball Mike Bailey a little over a month ago. Right now, let's take a look at the X Factors for this X Division title matchup. Kushida earned this opportunity by winning a 5-way matchup on Impact last week. Moose actually defended his title just last night in an impromptu matchup against Cody Deaner. As of tonight, the system have been in 19 title matches on TNA live events in 2024.
There is no doubt about it. The system have run the conversation here. They have sucked all the oxygen out of the room every time they've stepped in it. 2024 in TNA Wrestling was all about the system.
Moose and Kushida set to add to the legacy that began over 22 years ago in Huntsville, Alabama. The X Division Championship first captured by the phenomenal AJ Styles once upon a time.
Seen Uncle Alan recently, I could give that guy a hug. Setting the standard for those who would come later, including these two in the ring right now. And Moose, who's dead set on continuing to redefine the legacy of the X Division title.
Moose charging at Kushida, and that left shoulder went right into the middle turnbuckle. Moose a little overzealous early, and Kushida found an opening going after that left arm.
And that's no surprise there. We know Kushida wants to put this away, likely with that hoverboard lock. The earlier he can exploit that on Moose, the better.
Over the top goes Moose. Only one singles matchup between these two historically. That was back in February here in TNA. It went the way of Moose. Oh, and here's one of the reasons why, the power of the fence to the franchise.
And that is what makes Moose continue to stand out. Look at this.
Oh my God, and the power bomb onto the apron. Holy hell.
Absolutely explosive way to start things out here tonight at Final Resolution.
Moose, who played in the National Football League, especially for the Atlanta Falcons here in the ATL once upon a time.
No doubt, Moose has made a lot of memories here, and it looks like he's about to make a couple more, all trailed in destruction.
Count of 6 here from the official. Kuchida's got to the count of 10 to get back inside the ring, or else Moose is the winner. He'll retain his title. Count of 8. Count of 8.
Could it be just that simple?
Count of 9, and Kushida. Wait a minute. Moose stopped the referee from counting out Kushida. Can't believe that.
Oh wait, Moose has got a little something more on his mind. He's winding up here. Getting the momentum.
Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, and I mentioned before, Moose clearly overzealous tonight, and it cost him.
He thought he was biding his time, picking his moment, but it was Kushida who was waiting to... What is on the mind of Kushida here? Moose went shoulder first into those steel stairs.
Oh! Driving the left arm into the steel steps.
And could it be Kushida? Could he be the lion? Could he be the shark who smells blood?
Out getting Moose back inside the ring. The title can only change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. And now Kushida, big kick to the left arm. I talked about it on the countdown to Final Resolution, Ray. Well, JDC stole that victory against Leon Slater. Is the system out to make a statement here to close out 2024? That can be the only thing I can deduce from the actions of Moose here moments ago. Extremely overzealous. He could have won the match via count-out, which you and I both know Moose would be happy to do.
In any other situation, that's exactly what you would see. But to your point, Tom, I think Moose wanted to end 2024 in style, and he ended up paying for it. But this is a nasty side of Kushida we are seeing here.
And speaking of nasty, Moose making the eyes of the time splitter.
Maybe it's Kushida who learned how he needs to change things up to finally win that X Division title.
Oh, go to hell by the X Division champion trying to retain. Oh, and Kushida got the shoulder up in time. The damage done to the left arm of Moose prevented him from getting a proper cover.
Yeah, look at all this. So Moose had to switch just one arm on that go to hell. Not quite enough pressure on all of that, and Kushida stays in the fight because of it.
The These two have been doing battle with each other for 8 years. Their first encounter went down at the famed Korakuen Hall in Japan. Kushida very familiar with Moose, his power, his antics.
Look at the Moose attempting to maybe a one-armed power bomb.
Trying to push through the pain there. An injured left arm. And Kushida grabbing a hold of the digits. Oh!
And this is the most in-tune Kushida I've seen in a long time.
And that was smart by Kushida. He felt Moose trying to rev up there, maybe thinking about a spear. Kushida tracked him down.
Switching on a dime there.
Oh, the shote, the palm strike. Go for another one. And Uranagi there by Moose. With one good arm, isn't enough. Hook to the leg. And Kushida is still in it.
Luckily that Uranagi uses just the right arm. Moose is struggling here though. That left arm basically hanging limp at there. You see him trying to get some feeling back into the left arm a little bit. And look at this, despite all of that, despite Kushida absolutely obliterating Moose's left arm, the confidence of Moose shines through here.
X Division champion of all time.
Look at Kushida. Moose far too cocky in this matchup tonight, and Kushida takes him off his footing.
Kushida will go low in order to go high.
Moose trying to protect himself out of instinct there, just open himself up for more damage.
Now that overhand wrist lock there, and there we go.
Trying to go into the hoverboard lock, and now Moose with that good right arm trying to sling away Kushida. Face first into the middle turnbuckle goes Moose.
Kushida keeping his pedal to the metal here.
Tornado DDT out of the corner. Kushida able to hold on, however. Oh, and yes, there it is, back to the future. This is how he earned this title shot, and a kick out.
A hell of a set of offense there from Kushida, but still not enough to put the X Division champion away despite the injuries, despite all the damage done to that left arm.
And now Kushida trying to hone in on the X Division champion. What a way this would be for Kushida to close out 2024.
Kushida wisely staying focused on that left arm.
Grimace all over the face of Kushida. Yep, he felt that one. With the effort of Kushida, striking at the larger, taller opponent.
But not straying from his plan.
Moose trying to chop right through his soul, and a Tanaka punch by Kushida. Big headbutt by Moose.
In more ways than one, and look out.
Oh, he got him! Did he catch him? Hoverboard lock, yes!
He's bending it back, he's locking it in!
Is Moose gonna tap? Are we gonna have a new X Division champion to begin Final Resolution?
They're in the center of the ring, too. Moose has got a long way to go to get to that rope.
Kushida pulling back on the hoverboard lock.
How much does Moose have left in him?
Moose, can he get to the bottom rope and save his title reign?
He has to be in agony right now after everything that's happened to his left arm.
Moose trying to use those long limbs. Is he gonna tap? Is he gonna surrender the title? Oh, and finally, Moose gets to the bottom rope. That'll break up the submission.
Just in the nick of time. And now more than ever, this example more than most, you have to ask that question, how much damage though was done in that time?
Now Moose lying in wait, sending Kushida into the middle turnbuckle.
And is that enough of an opening for Moose to put things away here?
That left arm has got to be useless right now for Moose. Charging at Kushida, running the spear, shoulders down by Kushida to kick out.
Great counter there from the time splitter.
Went for another Tanaka punch. Moose thought about the Uranagi. This could be it for Moose. Oh, he had it. He was so close. Big kick right to the back of the head.
Just a Pele kick there from Kushida, now trying to keep his foot on the gas here.
Went for the handspring. Oh, he wanted the back elbow there, but what a drop kick by Moose.
And look at this. Is it a matter of time?
Spear! Cover! Moose dispatches Kushida.
Here's your winner, and still TNA X Division Champion, Moose.
Kushida was relentless, laser focused on the left arm of Moose and did the damage, but hot damn, Moose pulled it off.
Let's take a look back here at this incredible matchup that began. Final resolution. Moose pushing through the pain. As I mentioned, got overzealous a little bit earlier on in the matchup, and it nearly cost him. Kushida put up a hell of an effort, and then Moose able to retain with that colossal spear. The system out to make a statement here to end 2024. So much of this year has been dominated by the system.
And what a way to end it for Moose, representing the system, still your X Division champion.
He is the Drama King, Matthew Raywalt. I'm Tom Hannafin. We're just getting underway here, sold out in Atlanta, Georgia at Center Stage. Still to come this evening, it'll be a triple threat tag team matchup. And as we learned on the countdown to final resolution, there's been a bit of a change. Hammerstone is injured. Jake Something is elected to compete on his own against the Rascals and PCO and Sami Callihan.
And in singles action, the juggernaut Jordan Grace looks to get revenge as she goes one-on-one with Rosemary.
Also, Ace Austin looks for some payback against Trent Seven from weeks ago on TNA Impact. It's Austin and Seven tonight at Final Resolution.
And the TNA Knockouts World Title is on the line as Masha Slamovich defends against Tasha Steelz. And as we learned earlier today, this will be a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Also tonight in Atlanta, it's Hendry, Alexander, Santana, and Macklin, who will challenge for the TNA World Championship on January 19th live in Dallas at Genesis.
And the TNA World Tag Team titles will be on the line as the legendary Hardys defend against the system, and it will be in a tables match.
And in our main event, the wanted man Nic Nemeth looks to continue his momentum. He will defend his TNA World Championship against AJ Francis. For more, let's check in with Gia Miller.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guests at this time, Casey Navarro and AJ Francis. They are first class.
Yes, we are, Gia.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. AJ, tonight is the night in the main event of Final Resolution. It's going to be you versus Nic Nemeth for the TNA World Championship.
Mm-hmm. Oh, pardon me, Gia. You just said tonight that AJ Francis, the man that a lot of people seem to not believe in. But hey, AJ Francis, if it wasn't for you, ain't nobody would have believed in Joe Hendry. Well, tonight, everybody's gonna believe in AJ Francis because we all about that money. And not only about money, we're gonna be about all that gold. Tell him, big man, it's your moment.
Listen, man, this is the biggest moment of my career. I've worked for 6 years in this business for this moment, and I've worked for 34 years in this lifetime for this moment. I have never wanted anything more than to be the world champion. And I'm gonna do it tonight by putting my hands around the throat of Nic Nemeth, picking him up above my head, and slamming him through the middle of that TNA logo in the ring. Yeah. Because there's not a damn thing that Nic Nemeth or anybody else on this roster can do about it. I'm the biggest, baddest man walking and talking. And I'm gonna prove tonight that I deserve everything that's coming to me. The world is mine, Chico, and everything in it.
And you don't have to tell us. We know. Because if you ain't first class, just like Nic Nemeth,
you're last.
Peace, dear. You look real good tonight, girl.
Well, AJ Francis supremely confident. Well, Jake Something will have to share that confidence in what is supposed to be a triple threat tag match. It'll be the Rascals, PCO and Sami Callihan, and Jake Something on his own. And that match happens right now.
The following is the triple threat tag team match. Introducing team number 1, Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel, the Rascals.
You and I have talked about it before, Ray Raw. 2024 has been so emotional, so up and down for the Rascals. What a way this would be to close out the year for Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz.
A big way to close out a very tumultuous year. Highs and lows abound, but the boys have stuck together, thick and thin. How will they close out their 2024? We find out here tonight at Final Resolution.
The goal of every team represented in this matchup is to get themselves into TNA World Tag Team title contention. We'll see what the future holds.
Team number 2, first from Anonymous, Ohio, the Death Machine, Sami Callihan.
Hey, well, we've seen over the last few weeks how the Death Machine and the French-Canadian Frankenstein have turned into a match made in hell. It's been perfect.
It was a team I never knew I needed until I saw it live and in person in front of me.
His partner from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, he is the TNA Digital Media and the International Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, the French-Canadian Frankenstein, PCO!
For 146 days, he has reigned as a double champion ever since Slammiversary this past summer in his hometown of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. What a moment that was, sold out at Verdun Auditorium. Looking forward to a lot more sellouts and some impressive venues in 2025.
No doubt about it. It'll be a big year for TNA, but we still got to close it out here for this destructive duo. Can they get the win to finish out their live event calendar here in TNA Wrestling?
And finally, he is Jake Something!
So here's my question. Jake Something is elected to compete alone with Hammerstone unable to go due to injury. How's this going to work for Something?
He's going to have to hit a lot of people, is my guess.
Brilliant deduction.
Hey, what else is he going to do? He's a big, strong, powerful opponent. We know that. There's no doubt about that. Of course, PCO, the monster on the other side of the ring. We got the Rascals, one of the most dynamic duos in all of TNA. But man, I'll give credit. Maybe more confidence than logic, but Jake Something feeling powerful here tonight at Final Resolution.
Every one of the teams represented in this matchup has built momentum over the last few months. All of them are eyeing a potential TNA World Tag Team title shot in the future. There are only 2 teams legal at a time in this triple threat tag team matchup. You must tag yourself in order to compete. First team to gain pinfall or submission in the ring is the winner. So for Jake Something especially, he has got to be very, very cautious, and he has to be able to take advantage when opportunities present themselves. You can see out on the apron right now.
And that's a smart, look, if he's on his own, that's a smart strategy too. Let a couple of these other teams wear each other down, and then you wait for your moment to tag yourself into this contest, and you obliterate whatever's left.
Callahan obliterates Wentz there with a big clothesline and takes a bow here at center stage.
I taught him how to do that. I did not teach him how to do that, as Wentz now there. I thought Jake Something might wait a little bit longer, but getting right into the fray here.
And Jake Something has tagged himself in. Callahan has got to exit the matchup, so now it's Jake Something legal against Zachary Wentz of the Rascals.
And now it's Jake Something's opportunity to shut this one down quick and clean if he can.
Oh, beautiful takedown of Jake Something. Putting the 265-pounder down. You see how Something just swatted away that drop kick attempt.
Great recovery from Something there, and now the train has left the station.
And down goes Wentz.
Something looking very strong, very confident in these early goings in this matchup.
Something trying to corral Wentz. Wentz able to escape, makes a tag to Trey Miguel. Miguel and Wentz successful last night on TNA Impact in tag team action. Miguel unable to be a part of Turning Point due to travel issues. What a setup there, shades of the Motor City Machine Guns.
Jake Something, he's back to his feet already.
Oh, now Jake Something makes a business decision. He tags in PCO. So Jake Something's got to exit. There's some self-preservation at play there.
Yeah, maybe again, he's thought back to more of the strategy I was thinking of. Let these guys tear each other apart, then put yourself back into the fray.
Jake Something came in extremely confident to this setting. Got basically 4 other opponents he's got to deal with on his own. Great combination there. That a tribute to TNA star Chris Bay, who all of us here in TNA Wrestling are thinking of and supporting him in his road to recovery.
Turn around, boys!
Great clothesline by PCO, trying to take out the Rascals single-handedly.
And right now, doing a pretty damn good job of it, if I do say so myself.
PCO makes a tag to Sami Callahan. Callahan's brought out some interesting parts of PCO's personality that we hadn't seen in years, getting into his roots in Quebec.
I mean, between Sami Callahan and Steph DeLander, PCO's had a big growth year here in TNA Wrestling. Some personal growth there within the monster.
Air raid crash delivered to Miguel. Callahan trying to win this for his team in a kick out. I'm going to ask you, what do you make of this 23 that we've seen flashing recently during the matches of PCO and Callahan?
I was waiting to see if we would see it here tonight. Obviously, it hasn't happened. I don't know. I mean, I'm from Chicago. All I think is Jordan. So, but I don't know what the creepy aura that brings with it means. That remains to be seen.
Look at Callahan tying up Trey Miguel.
Callahan, feeling very confident.
Big forearm blast right to the back of the neck.
Driving Miguel's head straight into the mat there. And now, like a battering ram, using PCO as a human weapon, which is basically all he is at this point.
Head first into the sternum of Trey Miguel. What a backbreaker delivered by Perfect Creation 1. Now Wentz reaching for a tag. Miguel could use all the help he can get right now. Big leg drop by PCO.
He's in a bad way, courtesy of PCO and Callahan, the undeath machines. if you want to call him that.
Tag made, back in comes Callahan.
But they're making one hell of a dominant duo here in this tag team contest.
Look at Trey Miguel trying to fight out of the corner of PCO, and Callahan knows he's got to make a tag as Zachary wins. Oh, Callahan and PCO collide.
Miscue there, unfortunate. And Miguel creates himself an opening. You know Miguel's going to be reaching for Zachary Wentz. You got to wonder what Jake Something's thinking.
And a tag made. Wentz is legal, Jake Something is legal. Callahan thinking about self-preservation as well there.
Just getting out of the fray. And look at this.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, wait a minute. He's trying to launch Wentz into the ring with a power bomb. Wentz able to counter.
Great wherewithal from Zachary Wentz there, but here, Something has recovered. He is ready to fight.
I can't believe the way that Jake Something has fought tonight. Imagine if he'd had Hammerstone to help him out.
Great counter from Wentz. My God!
What a German suplex by Zachary Wentz.
A little power from the Rascal.
Uppercut tag made there by Miguel, the two-time TNA World Tag Team Champions. The Rascals going to work on the 265-pound powerhouse.
Look at this teamwork, making the dream work.
Oh, and a super kick. Crucifix bomb. Cover. Oh, and Callahan broke up the cover.
And everything just starting to break down here.
Whoa! Over the top.
PCO takes himself out with Wentz.
What the hell is Callahan calling for?
No freaking way.
Oh,
Callahan gonna fly?
Super kick by Miguel and a dive. PCO sent into the barricade. Wentz dives back in underneath the ropes. Is Callahan still thinking about this?
He's dead set on it. Watch out for flying death machines.
Emphasis on dead. And now Wentz sent over the top. Down go Jake Something and PCO.
Okay. It's third time's the charm for Sami Callahan to pull off this twisted plan.
Oh, God.
Now Callahan directing traffic here. Telling PCO to climb.
Oh, God. The PCO assault!
We gotta take another look at this. The PCO to the outside, crushing everybody in sight.
And now Jake Something tossed inside the ring. Stunner by Callahan. And now there's Miguel. Miguel pops right back up and hits him with an enziguri.
Oh, but gets scooped up by PCO.
Off the driver. He came right to the chest. And now Wentz with a running shooting star. Oh, Jake Something. Jake Something's got a hold of Wentz. Power bomb.
Oh, Something's not done here. A little 2 for 1 here.
Power bombing Miguel into Wentz.
The one-man wrecking crew.
And a power bomb to Callahan. Imagine if Jake Something had Hammerstone to back him up tonight.
Wait a second. Can he get it done?
Powerbomb! An inhuman powerbomb by Jake Something!
The way PCO
He's alive! And PCO taking it to Jake something.
Now twisting, bending Jake something back.
Oh my God! Oh, and Trey Miguel got a piece of it.
Now look at this, Wentz lining things up here.
Wentz, going for the UFO cutter. Double super kick. Jake something planted with a spine buster from Trey Miguel.
Now setting things up a little, double team action.
Super kick right to the face. And now the double stomp. Feed him to the Lions. The Rascals win this tag team triple threat.
Here are your winners, the Rascals!
Absolute bedlam in the closing moments of this unique three-way tag team matchup. But the boys from the Treehouse get the business done in the end.
We know tonight the Hardys will defend the TNA World Tag Team titles against the System in a tables match. Could the Rascals see themselves as the next in line to challenge for the TNA World Tag Team Championship?
Well, this win right here certainly punches their ticket towards the top of that list, no doubt about it.
Sami Callihan looks frustrated after this loss.
Obviously, there's always a little frustration there in loss, but a sign of respect extended by the Death Machine.
A great sign of respect here shown by Callihan.
Number. It's just a number. It's just a number. Such a number. It's just a number.
The hell is this 23 business?
We talked about it earlier. I have no idea. Absolutely. Look, I agree with everybody here in Atlanta. What in the blue hell was that?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try and regroup here. From behind closed doors, secrets are unveiled. You can buy or rent the riveting thriller From Embers right now on digital.
Here's our new home.
Hey, neighbor. I'm Marty.
I'm Lily. My husband passed away a year ago. There was a fire.
It's very difficult to deal with the death, especially an accident.
I don't think the explosion was an accident.
You sound like a lawyer, which of course you're not.
I'll take my chances with a judge.
Stop her. I don't care how you do it.
Whatever you want in this life, you go for it.
Hey, you good?
I'm great, brother.
Hey, man, this is it. Four-way #1 contenders match for the world title. You ready? You win this tonight, it's you at Genesis for the world championship, man. Everything that you've wanted, everything that you've worked for. Look at man, everything that you've earned. You're gonna be world champion, man. I can see it. And look, you didn't ask me to be here. You didn't ask me to sit at ringside and watch your back, but I told you, I have your back now and always. And if the Northern Armory show up, I'm gonna deal with them just like we know how.
Listen, I appreciate it and I trust the hell out of you, but you don't gotta tell me twice what's on the line tonight. I got this. Tag him and bag him.
Got it, man.
Macklin has backup heading into his match tonight, but right now it is all about one-on-one action as Ace Austin goes one-on-one with Trent Seven.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven.
Trent Seven mocking the fans in Atlanta here tonight. Trent Seven is riding high, especially after what occurred 3 weeks ago on TNA Impact. It was a tag team matchup where Jake Something Hammerstone and Trent Seven teamed up to face Ace Austin and the Hardys, with the referee dealing with chaos on the outside. Seven connected with a low blow on Ace Austin. The referee would then dive back into the ring and it opened the door for Trent Seven to hit the burning hammer and secure the victory on Ace Austin. And ever since, Trent Seven has been crowing about beating the Hardys in North Carolina, but also the way that he claims he didn't cheat to beat Ace Austin.
Hey, a win is a win, and that's good enough for Trent Seven. And to his point, a pretty historic win, and he's gonna ride that high through tonight.
His opponent, representing the ABC, Inevitable, Ace Austin.
Ace Austin representing his tag team partner, TNA star Chris Bay, who continues his road to recovery, his rehabilitation. We want to sincerely thank all of those in the Detroit area, the medical staff who have helped to make Chris Bay as comfortable as humanly possible ever since the tragic accident which occurred the weekend of Bound for Glory in the Motor City. Every chance that Ace Austin has had, he has been at the bedside of Chris Bay. And look at that, Trent Seven just ripped that We Love Bay t-shirt away from Ace Austin.
He's just trying to show it off. He's trying to show support, right? Nothing wrong with that.
Very well, you know better than anybody. This is Trent Seven playing mind games.
And there's very few people who are better at doing that than Trent Seven.
And look at the effect. Ace Austin charging after Trent Seven to start this matchup. You can understand why Ace Austin is emotional tonight.
Ever since everything went down with his tag team partner, of course, Ace Austin has been on a mission to represent the ABC. Obviously, a moment's been an emotional wreck, but can that backfire on him? Trent Seven is hoping that it will.
Ace Austin connects with that drive-by drop kick. Seven trying to take out the footing of Ace Austin. Super kick right to the face. Ace Austin, a three-time TNA World Tag Team Champion with Chris Bay and a three-time X Division Champion. However, this is his first singles match in TNA since July. That is something you know very well as a former NXT Tag Team Champion. It's difficult to get back into the rhythm of singles competition.
That's right. It's a whole different mindset. It's a whole different physical feeling. You have to manage your wind a little bit better. You got to plan your strategy a little bit tighter. You don't have anyone to fall back on. It is all about you.
Going to the top rope there and cut down by Trent Seven.
You heard Ace Austin there trying to do it for Chris Bay. Trent Seven, though, taking the opportunity to shut everything down.
Oh, and the power there by Trent Seven, driving Ace Austin, his legs into the ropes there.
Trying to take some of the power away from Ace Austin, perhaps there.
Ribs first into the top turnbuckle. And Trent Seven continues to taunt the fans here at center stage.
He's not worried about making more fans. He's worried about winning matches. He's already pinned Ace Austin in that tag team match that you mentioned. Now he wants to get it done one-on-one.
Trent Seven has been throwing about a lot of his action as of late. Low blowing Ace Austin to get the win in that tag team match, claiming he should be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame for beating the legendary Hardys in North Carolina. And how about the way he turned his back on his tag team partner, Mike Bailey. And a kick out there by Austin.
He turned his back, stepped out on his own with Mike Bailey. It got people talking. He beat the Hall of Famers, the legendary Hardys, in competition. Got more people talking. He puts Ace Austin away here in one-on-one to close out 2024.
Bridge out there by Austin.
he can get even more people talking and raise his stock further. I don't blame the man. You got to talk yourself up.
Cover. Kick out there by Austin. This thing about Trent Seven, when you're in the ring with him, it feels like death by 1,000 cuts. There's chops, but he's also a very cerebral competitor.
Chop you down, no pun intended, from many different angles. Of course, just tenderize you like a cut of beef there, but he can also break you down joint by joint. Of course, a student of that old school British catch style of wrestling. It's a very wide tool set.
Knee right under the chin there. Ace Austin gets his shoulder off the mat. Trent Seven, a part of the revolution known as British Strong Style in the United Kingdom.
It's Ace Austin on the back foot here. That chest, you see it, it's just getting redder and redder by the second, but Austin absorbing and fighting through the pain here.
On the face of Ace Austin, not backing down from Seven. And here's one of those chops and a DDT, trying to surprise Austin. Oh, and Austin gets the right shoulder up.
Tried to fake him out to no avail, but went low, and then boom with that DDT. That's the cerebral Trent Seven we were talking about.
Trying to set up Austin with a Birmingham hammer. This is how he scored the pinfall on Austin after a low blow, that is, 3 weeks ago.
Austin, though, great wherewithal, able to counter out.
Austin, charges in the corner. Oh, wait, dumped by Seven.
And Ace Austin just flattened there. Trent Seven not going for the win here, instead grabbing that Chris Bay t-shirt.
Oh, that is disgusting.
I got nothing to say about that one. I'll say that much, Tom.
This is just appalling from Trent Seven. Ace Austin able to strike in the corner. You talked about Trent Seven trying to get people discussing him, putting his name in other people's mouths and other conversations. Is this all worth it for Seven?
Obviously, for Trent Seven, the answer is an unequivocal yes.
Look at how this is fired up Ace Austin. Clobbering Trent Seven in the corner.
Well, just maybe Trent Seven is doubting that right now. The second guessing what he just did with that Chris Bay shirt, paying for all of it and more.
Off of the ropes. Oh, kick right to the back of the neck. Seven is down. Tucks the arm, hooks the leg. Seven is still alive.
That's the grit, that's the toughness of Trent Seven. Ace Austin is seeing red here. And it's keeping him alive, it's keeping him fired up. Trent Seven just has to hope that it will cause Ace Austin to make a mistake.
It can go 2 ways. You can make it emotional. That's a strategy that's worked for plenty in the past, and it can derail your opponent, or it can fire them up. Ace Austin appears to be the latter right now. Oh, now some of these chops. Some payback by Austin.
Looking to tenderize the chest of Trent Seven the way it was done to him earlier.
What the hell is Ace Austin thinking about from up here? Dangerous position.
High risk, obviously, but wait. Seven.
Austin able to escape from a dangerous situation.
Seven was looking to maybe slam Ace Austin off of the top rope there. And now what's on the mind of the inevitable one?
Austin out to the apron, hold on, trying to catch Seven and drop Trent Seven center of the ring. Double stomp, face first into the canvas.
Is that enough?
Shoots the half, up to the leg and a kick out by Seven.
Incredible athleticism there from Ace Austin. That step over head scissor into the double stomp. But Trent Seven digging down deep. Now unloading here. Again, you can see the frustration. You can feel it oozing out of Ace Austin with every single punch.
Austin going up to the top turnbuckle and a chop to the leg there by Seven.
Right to the back of the thigh, buckling the leg of Ace Austin.
Oh my God. Oh my God, no, not this. Out on the apron, booming hammer into the hardest part of the ring.
Ace Austin just got flattened on the apron.
Take a look at this, where steel meets wood, dumping Ace Austin face first with a booming hammer.
Ace Austin is out.
What a victory this would be for Trent Seven to validate all of his actions as of late. Here's the cover. Oh, wait a minute, Ace Austin got his foot on the rope. Great job by our referee, Frank Castano, to see that one.
Just in the nick of time. That saves Ace Austin in this matchup. But it also just shows how little is left in the tank. Couldn't even kick out.
It has been a hard-hitting matchup between Austin and Seven. First time ever one-on-one tonight at Final Resolution. Oh, snapping the fingers. And now trying to set up for the X-Box. Dumping Austin, cover. Ace Austin is not gonna go away.
And now it is Seven who's starting to get frustrated. Doesn't know what it's gonna take to put Austin away. A little bit of madness in his eyes.
These chops.
To the traps to the neck.
I'm now calling for the 7-star lariat. Wait a minute, it's blocked. Blocked by Ace Austin. Right to the midsection. Kick to the face. Spinning heel kick by Austin.
And Seven goes down in a heap.
And Austin trying to get Seven back up to his feet. Oh, bump and bang.
That one caught Austin off guard.
Oh, wait a minute. Was going for the art of finesse. A tribute to Chris Bay, but the chop there by Seven.
Oh!
7-star lariat.
Not done yet.
Oh, twisting into the pile driver.
Good night.
Is this the end for Austin? A kick out at one. A kick out at one.
What in the Sam hell?
Ace Austin grabbing up that bandana. Thinking about Chris Bay, trying to push through, however. Oh, no, could it be time for another booming hammer? Oh, nearly got it there. Trent Seven trying to catch him for the X-Plex. Oh, DDT by Austin.
Incredible counter there by Ace Austin deep into this matchup. He will not stay down.
Hold on a second. Oh, the art of finesse.
That's the one.
It's going to do it on its own. The fold.
That's the two.
The 1-2 sweep. Austin beats Seven.
Here is your winner, Ace Austin.
What an homage to Chris Bay.
Ace Austin dug down deep into his soul several times throughout this matchup. Thinking about his tag team partner, fighting for two people as one. And here we go, the Art of Finesse, a tribute to Chris Bay there, and then the fold, the 1-2 sweep all by himself to get the job done here against Trent Seven.
Here is your winner.
Trent Seven did everything possible to make this person to score another win. But Ace Austin persevered and scored a critical victory to close out 2024. Well, right now, I want to take you back to some of the action on the countdown to Final Resolution. It was Kazarian versus Gresham.
And there, center of the ring, locked in deep.
And Gresham has no choice but to tap out.
Here is your winner by submission, Frankie Kazarian.
Kazarian tried to cheat to get the win. He took the coward's way out and is ultimately victorious tonight.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. And what a year it has been. TNA trending upward in every measurable metric, all because of me, your king, Frankie Kazarian. What a night it's been for me already. You see, I made an example out of John Gresham earlier. But my night's not over. No. Your king is working overtime tonight because I'm going to keep a very close eye on the world title match between Nic Nemeth and AJ Francis. And since we are at Final Resolution and all you marks are all about New Year's resolution, new year, new me, I say bah humbug to that. What I'm about is ending things on a high note, and it doesn't get any higher than Frankie Kazarian sitting high atop his throne as King of TNA and as TNA World Champion.
Well, Frankie Kazarian's night clearly not done, but we are not done either. This one has gotten personal, and right now the juggernaut Jordynne Grace has a chance to take it all out on Rosemary in one-on-one competition.
Introducing first, from the undead realm, Rosemary.
It is Friday the 13th, and the Demon Assassin has come to play tonight at Final Resolution. In a way, Ray, while Rosemary has been eyeing the juggernaut Jordynne Grace for a number of months now, answered an open challenge for the Knockouts World Championship in August, and then was looming over the matchup we saw recently on Impact, where Tasha Steelz stole a victory against Jordynne Grace.
She's been looming heavy over many of these matchups involving Jordynne Grace, hiding in the rafters, just looming, haunting the entire Knockouts World Title scene, and now it comes to a head at Final Resolution.
Her opponent, from Austin, Texas, she is the juggernaut, Jordynne
Grace makes her home right here in Atlanta, Georgia. That has got to feel good, stepping back inside a TNA ring, but it has been a difficult past few months for the juggernaut. Her loss of the Knockouts World Championship to Bound for Glory was the first time Grace had been pinned or submitted in a singles matchup in this company in a year and a half. And since then, Jordynne Grace has now lost 3 consecutive matches. That is the first time that has happened for Grace in 2 years in TNA.
I mean, every winning streak has to hit the skids at some point, but that's when athletes are defined. When they're in those low moments, that's what Jordynne Grace is going to have to do here tonight against Rosemary, as this thing started off hot.
Yeah, Rosemary charging right at Jordynne Grace. Might have been thinking about a spear to open things up. And you can see the way that Rosemary is approaching this matchup. She is ravenous, and she's going to have to remain that way. She wants to take out an angry juggernaut.
We know Jordynne Grace is a physical machine in and out of the ring.
Oh!
Look at this.
Will this be it? Shoulders down and a kick out. We saw it last night on Impact. Rosemary defeating Xia Brookside after the fact. Rosemary attacking Brookside. I mentioned how Jordynne Grace thinks the world of Brookside's potential.
Wait.
Came to the aid of Xia. Thinking about the juggernaut driver there. Rosemary able to block for just a moment.
You can see Grace is here, is relentless. Wants to put this one away real quick.
Dumping Rosemary on the top turnbuckle. Sold out crowd here tonight at Center Stage in Atlanta, Georgia for Final Resolution.
Here, Jordynne Grace already trying to take this to the high rent district. Up on the top rope here.
He's going for a sunset flip bomb there. Jordynne Grace holding on to the top rope. Oh, yes, Rosemary biting the back of the leg. And the referee warning Rosemary. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Oh, Jordynne Grace was trying to set up for the electric chair, and there is the upside down by Rosemary.
Rosemary absolutely unleashed here.
Ripping that right arm across the top rope. Rosemary's been on an absolute tear since Bound for Glory. Here's the cover kick out at 1.
And letting everybody know it, the twisted demon assassin who's been seemingly a mind split in two the last several months, but has found a way to turn that to her advantage here, especially in this matchup.
Rosemary is undefeated since Bound for Glory. On top of that, Rosemary hasn't been pinned one-on-one in TNA this year.
Can she close out 2024 in a similar fashion? Maybe punch her ticket towards that Knockouts World Title scene once again.
Continuing to attack the right arm of Jordynne Grace. Any sort of weakness you can find in the Juggernaut, you have to take it.
100%, that'll make that Juggernaut driver a lot harder to execute if you can injure one of Jordynne Grace's arms.
So much of Jordynne Grace's offense, for that matter. Over the top rope, you can see Grace favoring that left arm. Oh, kick right to the head. Now both arms are causing a lot of trouble right now for Jordynne Grace. It's been smart competition by Rosemary.
Smart, nasty, and effective.
Up to the leg and a kick out. This battle going on inside the head of Rosemary. The casualties continue to pile up.
Rosemary absolutely twisted here. Jeering at the crowd here. Rosemary more terrifying than the monsters in the Witcher 4 trailer that just dropped. Shout out to my fellow nerds. But Rosemary is a scary, scary thing.
Using the bulk of the referee's 5 count there. Jordynne Grace is still in it. Rosemary's got to be careful she doesn't get disqualified.
If she lets the voices in her head win, she might not care. As long as she can tear the Juggernaut apart.
Rosemary, I think, was thinking about the upside down one more time. Jordynne Grace could not corral Rosemary. After that spinning back fist. Oh, man, chop.
And Grace is in a bad way here on the outside, but wait a second. Ooh!
Rosemary rebounds off of the steel steps. A big shot right to the face of Grace.
Rosemary thinking on her feet there. Great wherewithal from the Demon Assassin.
Rosemary dives back inside the ring. Jordynne Grace is the count of 10 to get back inside, or else the victory goes to Rosemary.
At the moment, Rosemary seemingly content to take that victory.
Down to 5. Jordynne Grace can ill afford a loss. Another loss here to close out 2024. Oh, and there's Rosemary to meet the Juggernaut upon returning into the ring.
Rosemary strikes, not letting Jordynne Grace get a moment to breathe once she's inside the ring again here. And now, looking to squeeze the life out of the Juggernaut.
That smile on the face of Rosemary.
Not only got the chin lock locked in, but got that arm of Jordynne Grace, both arms that she worked on earlier on in this matchup, tied up as well.
Over the back of Jordynne Grace. The Juggernaut trying to break up this thing the hard way. Finally does. Hold on. Trying to set up for a backslide here. Grace driving Rosemary into the top turnbuckle.
Now it's Jordynne.
Backslide. Shoulders down and a kick out. Oh, and an open palm strike. Rising from the ashes, Rosemary strikes.
How do you kill a demon? Jordynne trying to answer that question here tonight.
He's trying to set up for as above, so below. Grace able to block. Oh! Down goes Rosemary. Cover, oh, and a kick out.
Great counter from the Juggernaut there, but not enough to put Rosemary away. Can Jordynne turn this one around?
Rosemary just trying to fend off Grace and another spinning back fist. That will put your lights out.
And that may be exactly what's happened. Rosemary gets planted.
World's strongest slam. Going for the Vader, but Rosemary able to escape.
Just in the nick of time.
Spear! Oh, wait a minute. Grace absorbed the spear.
Great counter!
Oh! A gnarly back fist! Oh, and Rosemary is still in the fight. I don't know how.
Back and forth these two have gone. Jordynne Grace having a couple of incredible answers here for Rosemary, but Rosemary staying in this fight.
Very well, Grace hit Rosemary just about as hard as she could.
That crack could have been a cracked orbital bone, cheekbone, something. Look at this. What is on the mind of Jordynne Grace? They're out here on the ramp now.
Oh, hold on. Think about it. Sleeper now. Rosemary with this sleeper on the entranceway outside of the ropes.
They got to get this done inside the ring.
And the referee, Alice Lane, has begun her count. Up to a count of 4 already.
Grace is rising to her feet here.
Oh, and down goes Rosemary. Now the referee going out to check on both competitors.
Now Jordynne crawling her way back towards the ring. This matchup getting very, very physical.
Trying to keep Rosemary at bay. Rosemary, oh, got another spear!
Is that enough?
Cover! Oh, Grace is still alive.
Take another look at this. Jordynne bringing herself back into the ring, but Rosemary right there with the spear.
Now again, trying to set up for as above, so below. Jordynne Grace prevents it. And a big back body drop.
Once again, Grace with an answer there. Can Grace turn around that momentum you mentioned earlier? Can she put a W back in the column?
Oh, trying to set up for the muscle buster. Call says Shades of Samoa. Got it! Pushing through the pain in her arms. Cover! What the hell? What the hell just happened? Someone just took out the referee. Someone's putting their hands on Jordynne Grace.
What the hell is this?
Oh my God!
Someone just attacked Jordynne. They're like, get the hell out of here. Somebody do something.
What in the hell is happening? Oh, my God! Tessa Blanchard is back. The rumors are true.
Has hell frozen over here in TNA Wrestling? What the hell is happening here in Atlanta, Tom? Good God! What is going on?
This is only the beginning.
Turn around and move forward.
The beginning. To get to where you were going, the end is near. You must go back to where your journey began. This is only the beginning. The end is near. The in-laws, this is the beginning.
Move forward.
To get to where you were going.
To the beginning. Welcome to the beginning.
We're trying to get an understanding of what's happening right now. Gia Miller's trying to find out what's going on backstage. She's been dispatched.
Tessa, please. Why did you just attack Jordan Grace? What was that all about?
Attack? I just reminded her and everybody else whose name this company was built on. Tessa Blanchard is back, and I'm taking what's mine.
Oh my God!
What the hell did we just witness, Tom?
There have been rumors. I don't think anybody could have seen that coming, what Tessa Blanchard just did here tonight. It has been years since Tessa Blanchard stepped foot in TNA Wrestling.
This means God Lord only knows what for the Knockouts division here in TNA Wrestling.
We are going to do our best to carry on with the card here this evening at Final Resolution. We are set for a 4-way matchup. Tremendous stakes for what's at hand here right now. Joe Hendry, Josh Alexander, Mike Santana, and Bulletproof Steve Macklin. The winner will challenge for the TNA World Championship at Genesis.
Please welcome to the commentary booth, the world-class maniac, Eric Young!
Well, Tom, we had heard from Eric Young earlier. He said he was going to be out here tonight. He was going to make sure that nothing would interfere in this incredibly important matchup. It's great to see Eric Young here.
We're still all trying to regroup from what we just saw. Eric, I know you're out here to watch the back of Steve Macklin in this 4-way matchup, but I have to get your thoughts. Tessa Blanchard is back in TNA.
It surprised the world. It surprised me. Surprised everybody in the back. But we're moving forward. This 4-way match is for all the marbles, boys.
Tremendous stakes right now. The winner is going to move on to Genesis January 19th live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus in Dallas, Texas to challenge for the TNA World Title.
The following is the 4-way to determine the #1 contender for the TNA World Title at Genesis. Introducing first, from the Bronx, New York, Mike Santana.
The spotlights are on Mike Santana. He's sold out at center stage in Atlanta.
A man who has been dead set on rising to the top here in TNA Wrestling. He has spent all this year since returning to the company with his mind focused on that goal. He put the system behind him. Can he find the TNA World Championship in front of him?
Eli, what do you think of the evolution of Mike Santana?
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful to see. This is a guy, look at it. You're not in this business because you don't want to not be the champion. You know, you're either a liar or you're in it for the wrong reasons. This man has had his eye on that prize for a long time, and it's cool to see this journey and ride with him, man. It's resiliency.
representing the Northern Armory, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
Eric, there might have been a time where I would have attached the word resiliency to Josh Alexander, and it's heartbreaking because now when I look at Josh Alexander, I think of the word gutless. What say you?
Yeah, and it's heartbreaking. This is a guy that I've known for going on 20 plus years, a man that I respected. And look, in the ring, I still respect. But who he's become, it's sad, man. It's sad.
You did everything possible to try and set him on the straight and narrow, so to speak.
I did what I could.
From Rutherford, New Jersey, Steve Macklin.
Well, speaking of setting someone on the straight and narrow, Steve Macklin, somebody, Eric, you formed a bit of a kinship with in the last several months. What do you see in Steve Macklin?
I mean, what's not to see? This guy has every tool, served this country, bravery, courage, stands up for what he believes, every tool possible. This is a form, or this is a soon-to-be world champion, one way or the other. Truth is we met a couple years before him landing here in TNA, and I've always known that there was something there. Maybe not to this level. I think maybe he's even surprised himself. But this is a very, very cool thing to see. Organic, real. There is a bond between him and these fans that can't be faked.
Ever since Slammiversary, Joe Hendry has been chasing the TNA World Championship. He was screwed that night at Slammiversary by Josh Alexander. He was screwed and bound for glory by the involvement of John Layfield and Frankie Kazarian. It's about getting back to the TNA World Title for Joe Hendry. This is a four-way matchup. First man in pinfall or submission in the ring is the #1 contender to the TNA World Championship at Genesis. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. EY, that's why you're out here to watch Macklin's back in the event of Icarus and Williams potentially helping out Josh Alexander.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. I mean, I've been involved in wrestling a long time. They say they're not going to be here, but who knows? These boys are getting it started early.
And already spilling out here onto the floor. Mike Santana fired up here. He sees what's in his future.
Mike Santana is trying to earn his very first opportunity at the TNA World Championship. Has not lost a singles match here in TNA in 4 months.
Sometimes momentum can really help a competitor like this. All the momentum is in Santana's court. He believes he's destined for this. I'd be hard-pressed to disagree with him.
Up onto the shoulders. Josh Alexander could be in trouble early here. Santana's fired up. Alexander trying to avoid as much contact as possible in the early goings. But Steve Macklin looking to pick up right where he left off at Turning Point.
That's right. These two went to war at Turning Point with Macklin ultimately getting the victory, but still he finds Josh Alexander in his crosshairs here tonight along with everybody else in this matchup.
And now we're revisiting Victory Road from a few months ago where Joe Hendry got Josh Alexander to tap out that night in San Antonio.
For Joe Hendry, 2024 has all been about living up to the hype that he's created with his energy, with the music, everything he's done, the memes, whatever you want to call it. Hendry has had to live up to that within the ropes and continues to do so. But this has got to be his biggest test, his biggest obstacle to get back to a world title shot.
A four-way match like this is hard to prepare for. Plus, no DQ, no count out. Anything is a go. Anything is allowed. preparing for 3 different people. This is maybe one of the most difficult matches in pro wrestling.
No doubt about it.
Preparing for chaos, and it's Macklin, Santana, and Hendry inside the ring right now. Toe of the boot right on the cheekbone of Macklin.
Everybody in this matchup, I mean, they have an argument. They have a claim to wanting to get that shot. Macklin's a former champion. He's turned his career around this year. Joe Hendry, obviously, we've already said it. Josh Alexander, our longest reigning TNA World Champion in history. Everybody has their claim here.
Yeah, you don't end up into a match like this by accident. This is earned, one way or the other.
Look at the strength of Joe Hendry, who in a 3-week span defeated 6 opponents to earn this opportunity to be in this match.
Just carrying Macklin all around the ring here, and down he goes.
252 pounds of pure motivation. Controlling a 240-pound man in Macklin like that, and that's typical. Josh Alexander picking his spot. Oh, and a scot by Macklin.
It's, look at, I mean, you can disagree with what Josh is doing, but he knows what he's doing. He's in complete control of this. Look at this point, he's fighting an uphill battle. Oh, man. Every person wants at Josh Alexander, and he knows it.
Took down the damn barricade.
It's getting wild here. Anything goes.
That's true. With 4 incredibly unpredictable athletes out here, anything can happen. Ooh.
And Alexander slows up Santana. Now alone with Macklin back inside the ring.
Reigniting this rivalry.
I've been on that ride before.
One of the more brutal rivalries in the history of TNA between Macklin and Alexander. And of course, you had a hell of a war. Slammiversary 2022. You and Alexander tore apart the ring that night for the TNA World Title.
Yeah, I mean, shoes were on different feet that night for sure. I felt like I was in the right. I think if I look back on it, maybe I wasn't. But the truth is like I said earlier, you can't disrespect who Josh Alexander is as an athlete, who he is as a competitor, but I don't agree with the person that he's become.
You're doing some crazy stuff at that point in time.
I did some questionable things, for sure.
Questionable. And now the German suplexes continue. Look at the tenacity written all over the face of Josh Alexander.
But the tenacity of Steve Macklin to stay fighting, to withstand that barrage, and keep throwing bows everywhere he can.
Clubbing blows here by Steve Macklin to the spine. You got a glimpse inside Steve Macklin's mind like few ever have. What did you see?
This is laser focus, right? Like this is an ex-Marine. He's trained for stuff 10 times worse than anything that we're going to see here tonight.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
That's it.
Oh, Macklin looking for caught in the crosshairs, but gets caught himself by Joe Hendry. And Hendry, I mean, he's feeding off this energy. Atlanta obviously believes, but he's got to keep his focus in the ring, especially when it's Josh Alexander on the other side.
Oh, and a dragon screw to the left knee. Josh Alexander catching Hendry amongst the ropes. Now takes out the left leg. Now Santana blasted to the outside by Alexander, who's trying to hold the ring right now, EY.
That's experience, right? Like Josh has been in big matches like this. He's a big match prize fighter. This is what he does. And like I said, you can disagree with who he is as a person, but you can't disagree with the skill. He's in complete control. It's almost a 3-on-1 for him. Every one of these guys wants to hurt him and wants to hurt him bad.
The only way to win the match, be a pinfall or submission inside the ring. The longer you keep Santana and Macklin away, gives Alexander time. And isn't it interesting, Ray Walt? Alexander was going after the ankle of Joe Hendry. I mentioned Victory Road.
Absolutely. I mean, how sweet it would be to get another victory here over Joe Hendry with the ankle lock, a little bit of payback for that matchup. That's why you see how deadly Alexander can be. And all right. Easy, buddy.
Reminds you of another Joe, right?
It does, yeah. It's a very Joe move there. And, I mean, they say that you're not stealing from the best, you're just borrowing.
Big forearm shiver. Is Alexander moving on to Genesis and a kick out?
Alexander might have just borrowed a couple of teeth from Joe Hendry there. knocking him flat. But Hendry, oh, staying alive in this one.
Alexander has been on the warpath to reclaim the championship. He was never beaten for the TNA World Title. Could he do so at Genesis against either TNA World Champion Nic Nemeth or AJ Francis, as we'll see later on tonight in our main event?
Can you imagine kicking off 2025 with a first-class world champion? All four of these guys got to be thinking about that.
And now Hendry face-to-face with Alexander. Hendry deposited outside the ring.
Alexander's had answers for everybody in this matchup so far.
Out of big matches like this, he's for sure got the most experience. There's no doubt about that. You can't replace experience. Santana might try here, though.
And now Santana and Alexander doing battle here at Final Resolution. Santana on the move, caught up by the walking weapon. Santana out to the apron. Kick right to the face there by Alexander. Santana in a bad spot here in the crossbody to the spine.
Alexander is keeping the pace hot and heavy here. He is not letting up.
Alexander with a full head of steam and a bootleg to the face of Macklin.
Experience, guys, experience. And no one has been in big matches as many as Josh Alexander. Longest reigning world champion of all time. Again, that doesn't happen by accident
There's
either.
a reason for that, no doubt about it. When you look at people like Mike Santana, who you could maybe argue is in a similar spot to where Josh Alexander was about three and a half years ago. Young, full of piss and vinegar, refocused, ready to make that next step in his career. Could this be the start of that? But Alexander doing everything he can to snuff it out.
Knee right to the back of the head. And Alexander going to Genesis and a kick out. Look who's joining us here at ringside. Westside Gun, a huge supporter of TNA Wrestling. Fourth Rope was in action right here in this building just last night.
This building has held some unbelievable wrestling. There's unbelievable history in this building. And it's cool to be here and be part of something like this.
For decades now, dating all the way back to the days of WCW.
Continuing here tonight as Alexander continuing to dish out the punishment.
Belly to back suplex there by Alexander. You can see Macklin stirring on the entranceway. Gotta say, EY, for the last few minutes, this has felt like it's been all Josh Alexander, complete command.
Yeah, I mean, this would be for him by design, if I could use a phrase.
Oh, and a German suplex on the ramp.
That's a game changer, guys. And the truth is I was waiting for, when are we going to get to this? We haven't seen a lot of crazy stuff happen. We saw the guardrail. There are no rules. There are no disqualifications. Anything goes.
Well, that might have just taken Macklin out of this match for good.
And the way that Alexander has commanded this might explain why no sign of Icarus or Williams thus far.
He is feeling confident, now looking to put it away, setting up for the C4 spike.
Once the C4 spike, Santana wisely felt it coming. Straight jab right to the jaw. Santana charges in after, hold on, the rolling buck 50. There's a cover, and Santana headed to Genesis and a kick out.
Just in the nick of time, Alexander stays in this fight, but Santana may have just turned this whole matchup on its head.
In a big fight like this, it's crazy how quickly the whole momentum can change. We were saying it just seconds ago. Josh Alexander's got everything going his way. One good move by Santana.
Santana was calling for spin the block. The STB wanted to end this thing. Two men who were a part of two of the greatest tag teams in the history of TNA Wrestling, LAX and the North. Look at how they've grown and matured into the single stars they are now.
Yeah, and like it's, gaining experience like that, being in big tag matches, moving on to being a singles competitor. everything leads to a match like this. And the crazy thing is these guys don't even know who they're going to be facing at Genesis.
That's true. Still to come, that main event, the world title on the line.
Completely legal.
No disqualifications, gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. Hendry and Macklin.
Look at this. Propping Alexander up. Santana up top.
Over the top. The street sweeper over the top. Santana and company put down Alexander.
Special matches give special moments. That's something that I'm going to be thinking about. Kind of glad that I'm up here safe with you guys, to be honest.
As this one continues to turn the heat, turn the volume up and up and up.
Hendry whipped into the corner, out of the corner of a clothesline. The global phenomenon, Joe Hendry, is starting to roll. Full-away slam.
And Hendry comes alive here, deep into the matchup.
Oh, now Macklin with a psycho knee. Here's the cover. Can Macklin go to Genesis? No, it's broken up by Santana.
Eyes in the back of your head at all times, boys.
For the kick there, Santana missed. Now Macklin on the move. Trying to push the pace here. Uh-oh. Oh, and we're all through. Caught him with the DVD. To head to Genesis and a kick out.
Santana on a roll here, though.
Was going for another rolling bark 50. Huge shot right to the back of the neck. Going for the torture rack bomb. Standing torture rack bomb. There's the cover. Is Alexander the #1 contender in a kick out?
I thought that was it, guys. It could go either way. I mean, it's crazy that we're at this point where this could literally go any way.
Matter of milliseconds sometimes.
Oh, Alexander trying to go up top here. Hendry in pursuit.
And any one guy having a tough time now. Building momentum, it's back and forth. Anybody's ball game.
On Hendry. Hendry's back up. Oh my God, look at this straight, the fall-away slam over the top. The dive. Splash. Santana, cover. Oh, wait a minute, it's broken up in the ankle lock.
Alexander twisting, tearing, trying to punch his ticket.
I've been in that before. I can tell you, it's one of the most painful holds in professional wrestling. This is getting crazy. This is going well for Steve.
And it's not slowing down.
Santana driving Alexander into the barricade. This is chaos.
Complete chaos, and we were ready for it.
But look who's standing. Hendry goes flying.
This is what you have to do. You want a shot at the world title, you've got to pull out all the stops. Every man in this match is doing just that.
And Hendry tonight at Final Resolution. Inside the ring with Macklin. Was thinking about the standing ovation. Both men down hard.
This one has been anybody's ball game. Oh!
The outside of the ring, Alexander just drove Santana face first into the steel post. Wait a minute, Alexander's got a zip tie.
Here we go again. Look at this.
Look at this. Alexander is trying to take Santana out of the equation in this matchup. He's trying to zip tie Santana to this gate.
It ain't pretty, but that is damn sure effective. That's a smart strategy. dead set on locking Santana to this barricade. That's the threat Mike Santana poses in this matchup, and there it is.
And Alexander has incapacitated Mike Santana.
Look, as much as I don't agree with it, look at it. It's smart. It's smart.
But look at this.
Wait a minute, back inside the ring. Macklin and Hendry. And Hendry gets caught in the crosshairs. And now Macklin was thinking about the KIA. Oh, and a low blow.
Is that gonna be it? Alexander, is he headed to Genesis, staring down Mike Santana? Wait!
Hold on! Standing ovation! We still believe!
Here's your winner, and the #1 contender for the TNA World Title at Genesis, Joe Hendry!
Joe Hendry is going to Genesis!
What a ride. I mean, it could have gone either way. Look at Henry earned it. There's no doubt. I'm let down for Steve Santana. But I'm proud of Joe, man. I'm proud of Joe. He's going to Genesis.
What this could have been. Mike Santana looked like he was close. Incapacitated by Josh Alexander. Alexander thought he had this in the bag. And Joe Hendry was there at the right time and the right place.
And that's what it's all about, the right place, the right time. Hendry, who after everything that happened at Bound for Glory said he would be back here. And this was that right time, catching Josh Alexander right when he needed to, standing on and punching his ticket to the main event at Genesis.
No matter who walks out of Final Resolution tonight as the TNA World Champion, they will have to defend the title against Joe Hendry on Sunday, January 19th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus in Dallas, Texas at Genesis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a tremendous night already, but we do want to take this time to talk about our dear friend, someone we love dearly, TNA star Chris Bay, who we mentioned earlier on tonight, suffered an accident months ago. We invite you to head to TNAWrestling.com/Bay to learn more.
Sweet. We encourage you to visit the GoFundMe that has been organized by Chris's loved ones to aid in his recovery. On behalf of TNA Wrestling, we send our love and support to Chris Bay.
Final Resolution is here. It's finally here, baby! TNA champ! Up against it all. I wouldn't have it any other damn way. Tonight, I go one-on-one, well, probably one-on-two, but one-on-one with AJ Francis. The big man. He thinks this is practically in the bag and it's practically his championship. But as a fighting TNA champion all over the world, I proved people wrong for years, and this last year has been beautiful. I've been living for it. And now, Joe Hendry is officially the #1 contender for this championship. And some people are saying, oh, it might be AJ Francis versus Joe Hendry. That would be full circle. Their story, it all began and it all finishes. Who knows if Frankie Kazarian's gonna cash in? I don't know. What I know is that TNA is not just a place to be. I am the man here as TNA World Champion, and I always will be, as the show-off, as the show stealer, as the man who has proved how damn good I am every single night. Tonight, you see it, and for the rest of the year, and maybe forever. And it's going to stay that way. I am the wanted man for a reason. Because I am the best TNA World Champion.
A confident Nic Nemeth, but speaking of world championships, the TNA Knockouts World Title is on the line as Masha Slamovich defends against Tasha Steelz. Falls count anywhere. 2 years removed from one of the best Knockouts World Title matches we have ever seen, we get the sequel. Masha Slamovich etches her name into the history books.
A new new era of the knockouts is upon us. Masha Slamovich is the TNA Knockouts World Champion. Oh, wait a second.
There's Tasha Steelz, who's been running with the system, and Alicia Edwards ever since Victory Road.
Tasha Steelz needs to make an example. See, what we do in the Flavor division, we play a little dirty, and if you can't handle that, then you can go back to the sandbox where you belong, little girl. I finally removed the thorn from my side, and I take it out forever, and I will walk out a 2-time knockout world champion.
Do you see me? Do you see me? This title is the root. This title is the source of my energy. And I will do whatever it takes to protect this. No matter when, no matter where, no matter who. There's not a single wrestler on this earth who can take this from me.
As we get set for this championship matchup, let's take a look at the tale of the tape. Two decorated knockouts, of course. Masha Slamovich has really found her stride ever since taking the Knockouts World Championship from Jordan Grace at Bound for Glory. However, it was Tasha Steelz who claimed earlier on today that she can take the fight to Slamovich anywhere. Slamovich countered, challenging her to this Falls Count Anywhere match.
I gotta give credit to the confidence of the Boricua badass. It is not very easy to stare into the eyes of Masha Slamovich, one of the most dangerous knockouts we've ever seen, and want to bring the fight to her. Falls count anywhere, anything goes. That's the gusto of Tasha Steelz.
And you and I both know Tasha Steelz has made very close friends with the system over the last few months here in TNA. Alicia Edwards out here to support Tasha Steelz, and I've talked about it throughout the night that the system clearly is out to make a statement to close out 2024. JDC cheating to beat Leon Slater on the countdown to Final Resolution, and then Moose with retaining his X Division title against Kushida.
Okay, but here's the thing. This is a different situation. All your mummy and daddy rule-breaking nonsense is out the window tonight, Tom, with Alicia Edwards. She can do whatever she wants. It's Falls count anywhere.
Well, what do you think of the call of Slamovich to put up the challenge for a Falls Count Anywhere match just hours ago?
Look, I mean, it doesn't exactly surprise me. Again, knowing how we know Masha, we know how tough she is. We know she does not shy away from a fight. But again, knowing the connection to the system, knowing Alicia Edwards in particular, you have to assume she would be at ringside for this now. No disqualification, anything goes, Falls count anywhere matchup. I have to wonder how wise it is to accept that stipulation.
Slamovich is looking for her third successful defense in 4 weeks' time. Remember, in this type of matchup, there are no countouts, no disqualifications. To your point, Falls count anywhere. Let your imagination can take it.
This one could end all the way out on Bad Street, USA here in Atlanta, GA.
And that is what it is all about, the TNA Knockouts World Championship, the most consistent and prestigious prize in women's wrestling. Hold on a second. Our Director of Authority, Tina Miller, is here tonight at Final Resolution.
Hey, Alicia Edwards, this message is for you. Yes, at the turning point referee Principale, who's right there. She banned you from the ringside. But did you respect her decision? Did you respect the authority? No. You returned to the ring later on that night. That was a blatant disregard for authority, and that, my friend, is unacceptable. So tonight, not only are you banned from the ring, you're banned from the building.
What? I love it. Send her out in the cold. It's freezing.
And Tasha, you think I don't see that you walk around with La Sistema? That you're in the cahoots with La Sistema? I don't think for 1 second those guys are not going to come out here and interfere with this match. So guess what? I've taken it upon myself to get some additional security to come out here and stand by the ring and make sure that this Falls Count Anywhere match has an unadulterated clean finish. Take it easy, lemon squeezy. Guess what? By the way, if you come back to the building, if you put 1 foot, no, forget it. If you put 1 toe, no, forget it. If you put 1 toenail back in this building, your New England clam chowder ass is fired.
Even better.
Oh, come on! He's on a power trip. Wait! What is he doing? You put her down!
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you put promo code BAND at TNA Plus, you get 1 free month, effective immediately.
What the hell? What the hell is any of this?
There's a match underway for the TNA Knockouts World Title, no less.
This is nonsense. Now security here barring the ringside area? You can't do this. You can't take a no-rules matchup and make rules. This is no point.
He's the director of authority. Santino just did.
He's the director of nonsense.
Santino Marella, I agree with this decision. Alicia Edwards
big
getting
freaking
involved
surprise.
in the main
You
event.
goody two-shoes wiener.
The main event of Turning Point should have been ejected out of cover to retain the championship and a kick out. Anyway, well, let's not forget that the way the system operates, this is extremely smart on the part of Santino Marella.
Well, then Masha Slamovich shouldn't have come up and said, yes, I'll defend this in a no disqualification, anything goes, falls count anywhere matchup. She should have known what she was walking into. Not doing that and then twisting little favors with Santino Marella.
Press the shoulders down, kick out there by Steels. God forbid that any member of the system or an ally of the system, Natasha Steels, could compete one-on-one cleanly in a match.
And don't put yourself in a no DQ match. That's all I'm saying. This was Masha. She walked herself into that situation, and now she flies into, thought she was still an airborne there.
And remember, this is a matchup that Slamovich has wanted ever since Victory Road. Those two were tag team partners for one night only, trying to defend the Knockouts World Tag Team titles against Spitfire. Oh my God, and Slamovich took out Steels and the security. Cover, falls count anywhere. Oh, and a kick out by Steels. Remember at Victory Road, it was Alicia Edwards who was not medically cleared to compete. Tasha Steels was a late substitute for Alicia. And that night, Masha Slamovich did everything possible to try and retain those tag team titles. Steels and Alicia mucked up the work, so to speak. And that's how Spitfire were able to retain or get the titles back. Excuse me.
They make a great team, no doubt about it. All that was spoiled by Santino Marella and Masha looking to spoil the physical well-being of Tasha Steels here.
Just think about a suplex there into the Steels steps, and now Steels. Oh my God, Tasha Steels driving Slamovich into the steps. Tailbone first into the edge of the diamond plate stairs.
Cover.
Falls count anywhere and a kick out.
Absolutely sickening. I hope Masha Slamovich is rethinking accepting this stipulation.
Take a look at this, Steels. Oh my God. Tailbone first into the edge of the steps when Slamovich.
Absolutely gnarly landing there for the Knockouts World Champion. And just like that, I was about to say Tasha Steelz takes advantage, but Masha will not stop.
Steelz diving back inside the ring, if anything, just to create a little bit of space to recover after that exchange with Slamovich.
Tasha Steelz, though, maintains control of the ring here. Falls may count anywhere, but the Boricua Badass has handled this beautifully, especially since that nasty suplex on the stairs. Ooh. There's a reason they call Tasha Steelz the greatest who beat the greatest, a former Knockouts World Champion in her own right.
Kick right to the face of Slamovich. The Boricua Badass able to roll through in a PK. Steelz now trying to capture her second Knockouts World Championship in a kick out by Slamovich. It's been 2 long years ever since Steelz dethroned the legend Mickie James. He dubbed herself the greatest that beat the greatest.
Now trying to really slow things down for Masha Slamovich here. Tasha Steelz trying to squeeze what little energy remains in the Knockouts World Champion.
Slamovich sending Steelz to the outside, out on the apron.
Land there. Oh!
Boot right to the face. Steelz went face first into the apron. Slamovich is starting to roll.
Regain that momentum he had early on in the matchup.
Went for a huge kick to Steelz and dumped hard on the apron.
Flattening. Oh!
The draping DDT by Tasha Steelz.
Slamovich is out here, and lucky for Steelz, ball's got anywhere.
That's a cover on the outside. Left shoulder up in time there from Masha.
That's the thing about this matchup. A move like that onto the floor normally might buy you some time, maybe get you a count out, but that is not the case here. You can immediately cover on the floor. Danger lies around every corner in a matchup like this.
All of the momentum that Slamovich has built this year, getting herself back into World Championship form, capturing 3 Knockouts World Tag Team titles over the last few years. That could all go up in smoke very quickly. Could get derailed here by Tasha Steelz.
This incredible come up for Masha Slamovich in the closing months of 2024. Yeah, could immediately be snuffed out here.
Open palm strike right to the face there by Slamovich to slow up Tasha Steelz, and going up to meet the challenger in this Falls Count Anywhere match. Oh, and a superplex!
The power of Slamovich there, just muscling Tasha Steelz from the top rope. But does she have enough wherewithal to take advantage here? Did a lot of damage to her own back.
This has been an extremely physical encounter between Steelz and Slamovich.
And now just slugging it out, back and forth.
Slamovich lighting up the challenger. Oh, big forearm shiver.
Look at this, ooh, unique offense there from Slamovich.
Boot right to the face by the champion.
Those nasty kicks from the champ.
Ooh! Able to roll through the heel of the boot, connecting right to the face. to retain, and a kick out by Steels.
But Steels on Dream Street, Tom. That running kick, that leveled the challenger, but somehow digs down deep and stays in this matchup.
It's been incredible to watch the confidence of Masha Slamovich grow and grow ever since Bound for Glory, dethroning the juggernaut that night in Detroit. Hold on, he'll be setting up for the package pile driver we've seen her use to get a lot of wins recently.
Ooh. Went to the eyes there, and again, it is all good, it is all legal.
Steels to the outside on a kick right to the head. Steels trying to set herself up, shoulder right to the midsection.
What's Steels thinking now? Could be another draping DDT scenario.
Slamovich felt it coming. Very wise by the champion, now driving Steels into the turnbuckles.
Wait.
Oh my God, once again going for that package pile driver on the outside, on the apron, where steel meets wood.
Get it up again. Steels, though, she knows it's coming, fighting it.
Oh, I believe Steels was biting the thigh of Slamovich.
By any means necessary.
Oh my God, now Steels is trying to set up for a pile driver of her own. Slamovich stomping on the foot of Steels there just to create a little bit of space. By any means necessary in a falls count anywhere match.
The back and forth fighting continues.
The cutter on the entranceway.
Nasty landing. As you see here, Tasha Steels counters out and hits the cutter right on the ramp. Does some damage to herself, though. I don't know if she has enough to take advantage, but at least can maybe turn this momentum around.
Trying to roll over Slamovich.
We go.
Remember, falls count anywhere. Shoulders down. Oh, and Slamovich is still alive.
Those precious seconds that Tasha Steels was using to recover from that cutter herself may have cost her in that moment. And now what is on the mind of Tasha Steels here, dragging Masha Slamovich further up the rampway here. Again, this can go anywhere they want it to.
Oh, right to the face. Slamovich is busted open at the elbow. Steels able to counter off of the tunnel. Oh, the Bulldog!
Planted Masha Slamovich. Take a look at this. But Tasha, tailbone first into the ramp, but does a hell of a lot of damage to the champ. Is it enough to get the win up here?
Crawling for the cover, trying to win the Knockouts World Title.
Trying again, though.
Steals another cover. Masha Slamovich won't go away.
The toughness, the fortitude of Masha Slamovich.
Oh! Look at Slamovich. Slamovich once more. Now backing down against Tasha Steels. Look at Slamovich. Straight headbutt by Slamovich.
Wait.
Trying to set up for the blackout there on the entranceway.
Ooh! Steels almost lost her footing there.
Precarious situation here, thinking about another cutter. Oh, what a knee by Slamovich! All for the rebound!
Wait, look out!
Boom! Calls that Requiem! Slamovich defeats Tasha Steels!
Here's your winner, and still TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich!
You can take the fight anywhere you want. You're in Masha's world now.
An absolutely nasty drag-out fight here. Let's take a look at how this one finished up. Requiem, that pile driver out there on the diamond plate, puts it away, and Masha Steels leaves Final Resolution the Knockout World Champion.
Slamovich closes out 2024. Still TNA Knockouts World Champion. And speaking of championships.
Well, coming up next time, the tag team titles are on the line. The Hardys defend against the System in a signature match of theirs. It will be a tables match.
There's a lot of people out there in the pro wrestling world that have doubted us.
The Hardys take their rightful place.
We are at the right place at the right time, and nothing is going to stop the Hardy Champions.
You try to fight the System fights back.
We will do anything, and I mean anything, to get those titles back.
This is personal between the Hardys and the System. Edwards through the tables. The System demolished the Hardys.
At final resolution, it's going to be La Sistema versus the Hard Boys for the TNA World Tag Team Championships in a tables match!
Artists, you like to say exist to inspire. Well, you've existed for far too long, and you've inspired Eddie and I. We put you through a damn tape.
And we are set now for this TNA World Tag Team matchup here on the taglines. Edwards and Myers got their contractual rematch from Bound for Glory last week on Impact. However, Alicia Edwards' interference caused a disqualification. Then Edwards and Myers put Matt and Jeff Hardy through a table. As a result, Santino has made this tables match for the TNA World Tag Team titles tonight at Final Resolution.
The following is a tables match, and it is for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. The only way to win is to drive both of your opponents through tables. Introducing the challengers. They are the team of Eddie Edwards and the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers. They are the System.
I wonder how Eddie Edwards is feeling considering his wife Alicia is somewhere out on West Main Street rapping on the door.
Oh, you stop it. You had to look at your map, David. Remember the street man, you nerd. Either way, the System are coming in here very, very confident. They know what they have to do. They did it the other week. They can do it again tonight.
Their opponents from the Hardy compound in Cameron, North Carolina. They are the reigning and defending TNA World Tag Team Champions, Matt and Jeff, the Hardys.
We are sold out tonight in Atlanta, Georgia, in a big raising warning. The living legends, the Hardys are here at Final Resolution.
No doubt about it, the air has just become electrified with the arrival of the legendary Hardys.
Matt and Jeff Hardy had the first ever tables match in WWE against the TNA Hall of Famers Team 3D at the 2000 Royal Rumble event. They are very familiar with what this matchup is going to require, and in a way, Ray, while we're revisiting the historic triple main event of this year's Bound for Glory. And here we go, the Hardys and the System for the TNA World Tag And now Matt Hardy trying to delete Brian Myers. Jeff Hardy all over Eddie Edwards. This has been so personal. The Hardys in the system have been battling throughout the bulk of 2024 here in TNA.
And soon after the return of Jeff Hardy, Eddie was almost immediately put back on the show, courtesy of JDC and the system, Myers and Edwards. This has been going on for months.
A little poetry in motion there, courtesy of Matt and Jeff Hardy. Down goes Brian Myers. Double team combination by the boys from Cameron, North Carolina.
Well, what kind of justice could it possibly be? Look out!
Blood twist!
And can we see here a little bit of a repeat? Round two!
Another plot twist!
Oh, wait a second.
Somewhere Bully Ray and Brother Devon are smiling.
Shout out the legendary Team 3D as the Hardys, the first to introduce the hardware here.
Remember, the only way to win is to put both of your opponents through tables.
And I was mentioning it before. It was the system who introduced tables into this whole scenario. Santino Marella then, seemingly as a quote-unquote punishment, made this title match a tables match, but how ironic then would it be if that is how the Hardys lost their tag titles, by being put through tables.
And a twist of fate delivered to Myers. And this is a great opportunity here for the Hardys. 2-on-1 opportunity. Can they put Myers through a table and then focus on Edwards?
Early twist of fate is a good start.
Oh, wait a minute now, Eddie Edwards, launching Jeff Hardy crotch first into the top rope. And the Hardys thwarted by the system.
That'll take it from a Hardy man to a Hardy boy, no doubt about that. As the system regained control of this matchup.
It was the system who walked into Bound for Glory this past October as TNA World Tag Team Champions.
Keep it classy, Atlanta.
We've been hearing chants like that all year.
Everywhere they go, they don't care about that. As look at this, Matt Hardy being splayed out on this table.
Matt Hardy able to get himself off of the table, pushing Eddie Edwards into the corner. That drove Myers down into the top turnbuckle.
Into the chaos. Might have just saved Matt Hardy there.
Great to see the TNA Hall of Famer Raven backstage earlier on tonight. All the hardcore legends about knowing that a tables match.
We know firsthand. Look out.
Wait a minute. Oh, and Myers knocked the table out of the way. That would have taken Myers out.
Edwards saving his partner just in time there. That was some picture-perfect timing from Eddie Edwards.
Remember, the Boston Knee Party by Edwards. You have to drive both of your opponents through tables.
Teamwork makes the dream work. And that's why the system is America's team.
Sending Hardy into the ropes and a spear by Myers.
And with Matt Hardy shut down like that, can they take advantage and get one half of the Hardys through a table here? Shades of a few weeks ago.
And now Matt Hardy's been driven through a table.
And that's one. Edwards and Myers can now focus on Jeff Hardy. half their job is done for the night.
And Matt Hardy in a world of pain, having been sent through a table. Oh! Edwards smashing a beer off of the skull of Jeff Hardy.
Much like that Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes in this one as well. The only thing that matters is putting your opponents through those tables.
Again, Matt Hardy driven through a table already. Not as able to help protect his brother in this circumstance. This is virtually 2-on-1 for Edwards and Myers against Jeff Hardy.
It's literally 2-on-1, at least for the time being.
Look at Jeff Hardy fighting back against Brian Myers, little by little. But the numbers too much for Jeff Hardy.
Jeff all alone here. As tough as he is, the legend that he is in this sport, the numbers do not lie.
System rearranging some furniture here, close quarters at center stage as we are sold out in Atlanta, Georgia.
They got some diabolical designs for the charismatic Enigma here. Oh.
Smashing Jeff into the rubble of that table they smashed his brother into.
Let's get his ass in here.
And the system could be moments away from reclaiming those tag team titles.
Good luck, I got this.
Now you see Eddie Edwards. He was motioning over to those tables on the outside. And the 2-on-1 beatdown of Jeff Hardy continues.
Oh my God, look at this, all the way from the entranceway through those tables at ringside. This could be the end of Jeff Hardy.
Wait, Matt Hardy back into the fray.
Matt Hardy back up to his feet, taking it to Brian Myers, and a twist of fate by Jeff Hardy.
Right on the rack there. And Matt Hardy has seen enough. And now Matt Hardy's got his eyes on those tables.
Wait a minute. Oh, Myers goes through a table.
Take another look at this as Jeff Hardy continues to beat down Matt Hardy. This twist of fate through the table. And that makes this matchup 1-1.
Matt Hardy's gone through a table. Brian Myers has gone through a table. If Edwards or Jeff Hardy go through a table, that'll mark the end of the matchup. And Jeff Hardy finding new life. Again, close quarters there along the entranceway. Really taking it to Eddie Edwards.
Now, Matt Hardy took a little bit of himself out there in that maneuver as well. So now we're almost down. We are down to a one-on-one scenario here, at least for the moment.
The system looking to regain control of the TNA World Tag Team titles, further cement their place in the hierarchy of TNA Wrestling. The system has drawn comparisons to legendary TNA factions like Immortal and the Main Event Mafia.
With good reason, they've retained brutal control over much of the conversation here in TNA throughout 2024.
Oh, and a thumb to the eye there by Edwards to create space.
Hardy starting to turn things around there. Laying blows on Eddie Edwards.
dismantle Jeff Hardy.
And could Eddie Edwards get this done on his own for the system, bring those tag team titles back home? And no surprise, Edwards not making any friends anywhere the system goes.
Referees trying to gain control of this situation. Eddie Edwards getting involved with the fan here at ringside.
Eddie Edwards riling up everybody everywhere he goes. As Edwards turns his attention back to Jeff Hardy, back to the tag team titles here.
Tensions are running high here in Atlanta after what just went down, and Eddie Edwards might be in complete control now against Jeff Hardy. Eddie Edwards trying to fight out of the corner. Jeff Hardy looking for any sort of opening he can get. Inverted atomic drop, Jeff Hardy. Oh! Splitting the legs, and a drop kick right to the face. Classic Jeff Hardy.
Jeff coming alive here, trying to dig out of this hole the Hardys have been in.
Back elbow there by Jeff Hardy. Stunning other Edwards. And a whisper in the wind by the charismatic Enigma. And somehow, Matt Hardy and Brian Myers are moving.
They're stirring. Returning to 2-on-2 form here.
Matt Hardy went extremely hard into the steel post, shoulder first. Oh, and a low blow by Brian Myers.
And that's going to keep Matt Hardy out of the picture a little bit longer.
Oh, now Brian Myers is into the ring and preventing Jeff Hardy from hitting a twist of fate yet again.
So here we are, once again finding ourselves in a 2-on-1 situation in favor of the system. And now, look at,
What the hell are they going?
Myers and Edwards dragging Jeff Hardy into the crowd here.
The system are dragging Jeff Hardy throughout this sold-out crowd at center stage. Where the hell are they headed?
Some dangerous designs here somewhere, but again, this has got to end with a table at some point.
I think they're going back into the mezzanine level. We have cameras backstage.
Wait, Tom. Man, I think they do. They've got a table back there.
How did they get that?
Whether they grabbed it from the merch stand or had this plan all along, I don't know. Either way, Jeff Hardy is in great jeopardy of losing the tag team titles. Look at this. Myers is pointing to the top of that aisleway.
Wait, it's Matt Hardy. Where the hell did he come from?
Looks like he had the same idea the system did.
And the leg of the table gave out. Jeff Hardy has not gone through a table. The referee saying the match continues. The system did not drive Jeff Hardy through the table. The match is going to continue.
And that continues this beatdown with the chair.
Again, the system did not drive Jeff Hardy through the table. The referee is allowing this matchup to continue. We have another table.
Everywhere you look, these competitors are ready to fight this to the very end.
This is bedlam here.
Now, what is going on? Edwards right out at the table. Jeff Hardy is climbing.
Remember, Myers has already gone through a table. If Eddie Edwards goes through a table, the system loses.
Jeff Hardy is fired up here in Atlanta.
But if Jeff Hardy goes through the table, the Hardys lose the tag team titles to the system.
High risk, high reward.
Swanton bomb! The Hardys retain.
Here are your winners, and still TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys!
Extreme carnage and final resolution.
Ending in a poetically similar way to nearly 25 years ago. The Hardys continue to raise the game. Check this out. Absolutely incredible death-defying swanton from Jeff Hardy secure the tag team titles.
The Hardys have been reborn in 2024 in TNA Wrestling.
What a moment. What a matchup between two of the best teams going, putting everything on the line.
Matt and Jeff Hardy retain the TNA World Tag Team titles and will carry the championships forward into 2025.
That was absolutely incredible. And the crowd here still feeding on absolutely Everett. An incredible win for the Hardys in incredible fashion.
This has been an unbelievable night so far at Final Resolution. Earlier on tonight, Joe Hendry became the #1 contender to the TNA World Championship come Genesis. We are moments away from our main event, Nic Nemeth defending the TNA World Championship against AJ Francis, who will move on to Genesis to defend the title against Joe Hendry. Now, Genesis is going to be on Sunday, January 19th in Dallas, Texas, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus. And then on Thursday, January 23rd, we're going to be in San Antonio, Texas for TNA Impact. It'll be live on AXS TV and TNA Plus. It'll be the first live Impact with in-arena, in-ring action in 8 years. Now, tickets are on sale for those events in Dallas and San Antonio right now. And if you can join us, the mega on sale for our events in Los Angeles, New York, El Paso, Texas, and St. Joseph, Missouri. The pre-sale for TNA Plus subscribers begins Wednesday on December 18th, and then the general on sale is Friday, December 20th.
But Tom, right now it is time for the main event. Nic Nemeth defends the TNA World Championship against first class AJ Francis.
2024 was a hell of a year for the wanted man, a hell of a year for TNA.
Wait a minute! The most wanted man, Nic Nemeth, is in TNA!
The world knows my name, and there's a reason I'm the world champion.
Famous, sir! Super kick found its mark! Danger zone! I am a fighting champion! The standard has been set!
Because I am a fighting champion for TNA. I'm not just fighting for the locker room, I'm fighting for the fans who want a fighting champion to deliver every night and come out on top, and damn it, I have!
It's been a great year for you, it's been a great year for TNA,
Damn right.
but it's been the best year of my career. I'm looking to go into 2025 10 pounds heavier in the form of a TNA World Championship gold.
He is indeed TNA's public enemy #1.
You haven't tried to defend the title one time against the one man that can knock you down with one hand.
And as a TNA champ, at the top, it's not easy, but I go all over the world defending this because I'm a fighting champion. I will fight anyone, anytime, and that's why I've earned this.
This is going to be the biggest box office match that TNA has ever seen.
AJ Francis plans to bring it against Nic Nemeth and spoil the end of the Wanted Man's 2024.
I am a fighting champion!
When's the devil gonna drag you down?
Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for this, our main event. Nic Nemeth is one of the greatest pro wrestlers walking the earth today, set to defend his TNA World Championship against AJ Francis. I have said exactly what I think of this man for weeks, but AJ Francis is a 330-pound physical freak. This will be one of the most unique athletic challenges Nic Nemeth has ever faced.
There is no doubt about it. And I have never seen this man more confident than he is here tonight walking in to Final Resolution.
AJ Francis says that he is box office, that this is 6 years of work in professional wrestling coming to fruition. I want to make this abundantly clear. AJ Francis did not earn this title shot. He talked his way in to this TNA World Championship match.
Yeah, that's star power, Tom. What, you're just jealous because you couldn't talk your way into an open house. But this man has the confidence, has the bravado, has the gusto, has the star power to waltz in to a world title opportunity. And tonight, he's going to make sure that counts.
Spent 5 years in the National Football League, establishing himself as one of the best athletes on the planet. Can he dismantle Nic Nemeth tonight like he did last night on Impact?
Of TNA turning everything up, the volume way up. But to close out this year, he's got to look up at a monster of a man in AJ Francis.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. The following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the TNA World Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Pioneer City, Maryland, being accompanied by Casey Navarro, weighing in at 330 pounds, representing first class, AJ Francis. His opponent, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 206 pounds, he's the
That is what it is all about, the TNA World Championship. Who will represent this company as its flag bearer entering 2025? AJ Francis or Nic Nemeth?
AJ Francis talks about what he spent the last 6 years doing in this business, what he spent the past 30-something years of his life getting ready for. Nic Nemeth has spent an entire career, decade plus, trying to become one of the best wrestlers on the planet. But this man right here, AJ Francis, is not like anyone he's faced. Oh my God, wait a second.
Francis is down off the super kick and a power out by Francis at 1. And Nic Nemeth has got to stay on top of AJ Francis. Nemeth, as you well know, has dealt with some of the great monsters, giants, and super heavyweights the history of professional wrestling has ever brought forth.
No doubt about it, and two incredible things just happened. Nemeth was able to level the big man so fast, but AJ Francis immediately powering out of that is something to be absolutely thought about.
Went for the sleeper there, the Kent State Hall of Famer, went to that wrestling background, now trying to get Francis off his feet. With the big 330-pounder, just leveled the champion.
Nic Nemeth's got to be careful that you can't wrestle with your ego. You got to know that, wait a second, on the ram, look at.
Oh, and there is the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Frankie Kazarian, who defeated Jonathan Gresham on the countdown to Final Resolution earlier on tonight.
I mean, we speculated, although I must say that the King does not look like he's ready for a fight. I don't know if he's going to call his shot right here, right now. But this matchup is rolling.
Kazarian certainly taking his time. Meanwhile, Francis has Nemeth right where he wants him.
Cash is letting basically everybody know, letting these two competitors for the world title know that he is here. And wait a second.
Oh, God.
Yes! Yes! The King is joining us as if this main event world title match couldn't get any better. He's not even sitting. I'd like the world to know Tom Hannafin is not standing.
Oh, now Francis tracking down Nemeth from behind, and we are joined on commentary by Frankie Kazarian.
Maybe it's cold outside, but it just got hot in here. How are you, boys?
Oh, much better now, as if this main event couldn't get better, Frankie.
That's what I like to hear.
So, Frankie, is tonight the night that you call your shot for a TNA World Title match?
Yeah, like I'm going to tell you. You'd be the first guy I was going to tell.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Nemeth jumped onto the apron by Francis.
And Casman, I have to imagine then you're just out here, one, to see who you could possibly face. Am I wrong?
That's all I'm doing. I'm out here
Hold on,
just
Francis,
like all these
into the
fans
cover,
are.
into the cover, and a kick
Watching
out
a
by
great
Nemeth.
main event.
In addition to, of course, just letting the world know, reminding them just who you are with that call your shot.
I'm a scout. I'm a very cerebral performer.
We learned earlier on tonight, Joe Hendry's now the new #1 contender to the TNA World Championship from Genesis. And Casey Navarro is jumping Nemeth on the outside. Francis has the attention of the official. This is something that Nemeth suspected earlier on tonight, that this would be 2-on-1, basically.
I could care less about Joe Hendry. I could care less. I have a shot whenever I choose to, okay? You like how I smell tonight? You like this cologne?
What is it? What is it?
This is called Naughty List Nectar.
He's going for a down payment.
'Tis the season.
Was going for a down payment. Nic Nemeth suffered 3 of those colossal choke slams last night on Impact. And the hands of Francis. Francis again, just too big and strong to win the title, and a kick out by Nemeth.
And again, I appreciate the moxie, but Kaz, I was just saying before, Nick, he can't wrestle with his ego like that. You got to wrestle smart, like you.
Asking Nick not to wrestle with his ego is like asking water not to be wet. The guy is his biggest fan. That's all he cares about. He's in the business of Nic Nemeth. Don't let him fool you. He might have you fooled, but I mean, that's not hard.
And look at this.
Nemeth slowing up Francis. Francis was thinking about a Vader bomb, perhaps.
Nemeth desperate to not make that happen. Could have gotten flat here, but wait a second. Yanking on the beard of AJ Francis.
Oh, Francis and a huge super kick. My God, look at this.
Gotta give him his due. That's very smart on Nemeth's behalf.
Francis in a dangerous situation here. Powerbomb!
That's huge!
That's whip.
To retain and a kick out by Francis.
Take another look at this, Nemeth. All 300+ pounds of AJ Francis brought down the hard way.
You hear that, Tom? My balls jingle. Your balls jingle? I highly doubt it.
He wishes, as right now, Nemeth starts putting these elbows in repeatedly.
Here we go, Pavlov's dogs. Yeah, do your thing.
One more to go, but wait a second, Nemeth. Big match, big risk.
Nemeth is going up to the top turnbuckle. Francis is starting to stir.
You had to think Nemeth was thinking one more elbow drop.
What were you saying about wrestling with your ego earlier?
Yeah, he could have dropped in one more like he wanted, but no!
Oh, and a boot right to the face. Nemeth able to avoid the down payment, but could this be the end of his title reign? Shoulder up in time.
Frankie, I know you would have never wasted that opportunity.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Frankie,
no wasted movement with a Frankie Kazarian.
Frankie, are you even remotely concerned about possibly the presence of John
I'm
Mayfield?
concerned Batman's going to come in here with this suit you're wearing today.
This is a great suit.
Focus on the match.
That's a great one. Was that Plum? It's great.
The last time you were in the same ring as John Mayfield, he gave you a clothesline from hell at Bound for Glory, and he's popped up in a variety of Nic Nemeth's TNA World Title defenses.
You want to know why we haven't seen John Mayfield tonight? Because he's scared to death. He knows he messed up big time when he messed up with Frankie Kazarian.
That's a really great point. Who knows? Maybe he was lurking in the shadows the minute the King walked out here. Maybe thought second thoughts.
John Mayfield shows up tonight. He's going to regret it. I guarantee you that. Has he been a Scrooge all night?
Are you kidding me? Come on. Scrooge, a stooge, whichever you want to call it.
How do you handle this?
I barely. Lots of whiskey, Frankie.
Understood.
Nemeth off the ropes and a DDT. And the champion needed that one, but Francis back up to his feet. Was going to the corner looking for safe haven. Down goes Francis.
That's impressive.
He finally got it.
You guys said Nic Nemeth was wrestling with his ego. He earned that one, unlike AJ Francis. Boom! Shot to the heart. Oh, what a power out by Francis.
Big kick out. I actually like AJ. As long as I don't have to ever hear him speak, I really like him.
And Francis rolling to the outside of the ring. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring.
Smart move. Hey, man, a quarterback runs out of bounds when he sees he's in danger. That's a very smart move, especially having a football background.
And AJ Francis has been calling himself the quarterback recently on TMZ Sports in the lead up to this matchup. Also on NFL.com.
Oh, AJ was putting himself over? That's weird.
Agreed.
Casey Navarro, though, trying to run a little...
Come on!
Strategic interference here on behalf of the quarterback.
Look at those shoes.
Oh, and Navarro. Oh, the TFL.
Wait a minute.
Do we have a new champion? Oh, and Nemeth able to kick out.
What a night that's been. What a match this is already, boys.
Could see a very shocking end to 2024 here in TNA Wrestling if we see more moves like this.
The TFL, Francis calls himself a total effing legend and nearly captured the title there.
And now lining up Nemeth here to pour out a little Tennessee whiskey.
That was in there like swimwear, boys. Oof.
Frankie, I have to ask you, can you imagine a world where AJ Francis is our TNA World Champion?
I mean, it is professional wrestling. Stranger things have happened, man. But, like, I'll just say not on my watch. But tonight, he could have Nick's number. You know, Nic has never had a challenger of his size, of his strength, and, to be honest, his quickness. You know, don't let AJ's bravado fool you. He can get it done in there.
On recent memory, what does AJ Francis think? There it is.
The Vader bomb finally connects. Oh, and Nic Nemeth, he had his foot on the rope there. Navarro tried to swat it away, but a referee saw the foot on the rope.
There.
Look at AJ here. Hits that Vader bomb. Put him in it. Nemeth, foot on the rope. Casey. Wait, hold on.
Yo, heave-ho.
Navarro has been ejected from ringside.
We call that the heave-ho-ho-ho. Christmas spirit, Tom.
Another great decision by our referee, Frank Castano, tonight.
Much to the chagrin of AJ Francis, Casey Navarro is out of here.
You know, mentally, this is going to mess with AJ. I'm predicting that right now. This is going to throw him off of his game.
That's the true test. Can Francis focus up at the task at hand?
Wait a minute, Nemeth able to land on his feet. Danger zone! Cover! Oh, and a kick out! AJ Francis just kicked out of the danger zone!
Tom, did you get my Christmas card? Oh, that's right, I didn't send you one.
We gotta take another look at this though. Nemeth with the danger zone, center of the ring, but the big man, AJ Francis, kicks out.
That could also do damage to Nic mentally.
And now Nemeth is going for a rude awakening there in the corner. Francis just too strong, held on to the ropes.
Now what's he thinking? Nemeth rolling away.
Oh my God! Oh, let's go for a moonsault!
Unbelievable!
Nemeth avoids catastrophe. Famous, sir.
Is that enough?
Can he do it? Can he do it? Francis gets the left shoulder up in time. This is insane. A 330-pound moonsault.
Big man athleticism, and then the Famouser to follow up on that mistake, but still, Francis stays in the fight.
That would have been the end of the matchup if Francis had hit that.
I'm telling you, he's bringing it tonight, man. He wants it.
He knows what's on the line. You can't say the man is not focused, not willing to put it all out there.
And now Nemeth is turning up the band, going for another super kick. Oh, wait a minute, Francis not going to get flattened again by that.
Trying to load up Nemeth.
Nemeth went for the crossbody, doing everything he can, launching himself at Francis. Raw strength by AJ Francis. On, Nemeth landed on his feet. Super kick.
Oh, back up again.
Up onto the shoulders and tossed him into a neck breaker. Cover to win the title and a kick out by the wanted man.
AJ trying to take over the match again. I've seen him win matches with this in the past in his career. Tonight, though, the wanted man stays in the matchup.
AJ wants to end this as quickly as he can, because the longer it goes, the more it swings in the favor of Nic Nemeth when we're talking in terms of endurance and heart.
Astute observation, King. Astute.
And now AJ Francis is calling for the down payment. He hit 3 of these choke slams on Nic Nemeth last night on Impact. Oh, and a huge down payment. But Nemeth rolls outside of the ropes. If Nic Nemeth hadn't rolled out of the ring, would that have been the move that would have gotten AJ Francis the TNA World Title?
And the frustration is etched onto the face of AJ Francis.
Matt, let's get a whiskey later tonight. Tom, you're not invited.
No surprise there.
Yeah. Do you want to come? I'm in the
Well,
Hollies.
he wants to come,
Would you like to?
but he can't come.
Francis continues the onslaught. Nemeth trying to endure. Oh, wait a minute, not again, up onto the shoulders. Oh my God, and Francis just launched Nemeth.
Strength.
The power of the big man. And did that signal the death knell for France?
Not like this, not like this. Nic Nemeth able to get the shoulder up.
Take a look at this. AJ Francis launching Nemeth into the center of the ring.
You're not going to beat somebody like Nic Nemeth with a foot on their chest, though. I don't care who you are.
Is his arrogance getting the better of him in this main event matchup here?
These guys are both such marks for themselves. I mean, that's, come on. I'm glad I'm not like that.
AJ Francis going for another down payment. He gets caught with a famouser.
What a counter.
Super kick.
And finish it up with the hat trick.
Danger zone. Nemeth puts down Francis.
How about that?
Here's your winner and still TNA World Champion, Nic Nemeth.
Wait a minute, look back at your screen. Casey Navarro charges Nemeth after the fact.
He's not going to let Nemeth have this moment to himself. By hook or by crook, First Class is going to end this night on their terms.
And now First Class is out to make a statement at the expense of the TNA World Champion.
This is awful. This is disgusting.
Shut up, Frankie.
Tom, watch your tail. God.
Wait a minute. Hendry into the ring. Hendry going after First Class.
Hendry sticking his nose into main event business here.
Joe Hendry.
God, this guy. I'm so sick of Joe Hendry. God, I feel like I just ate a whole fruitcake. I'm gonna throw up. You like fruitcake, don't you, Tom?
Joe Hendry, the #1 contender to the TNA World Championship at Genesis. Nic Nemeth